Boom, baby. Hey, it's Car Guy Jake with my man Billy Wilder, guys. Listen, we wanted to slow things down a little bit. I wanted to take a minute and interview some of the Car Guy Jake family. We're going to be doing this kind of like a series, so make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's check out what people really have to say about Car Guy Jake. Now, Billy, you know me for many, many years. I always talk about what is the difference, that I talk about. I always say, hey, experience the difference with Car Guy Jake. If you could name 4 things that you feel like is different than most car salesmen.
Well, I think when you go to any car salesman, the first thing you can kind of feel is that they're just trying to get the sale done so they can make money, you know what I'm saying? So I think the difference between you and them is that you can feel that you don't just want to, you're not rushing them into anything, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you're taking your time with them, you know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like they're being rushed, you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, you know what I'm saying? You show caring and passion, you know what I'm saying, to it. So that's what I think is awesome.
So really the purpose behind, I'm not focused on the dollar I'm making, I'm focused on actually helping the person.
Exactly right.
Awesome. Now to give you guys a little bit of background on Billy, Billy and I, I've actually known Billy for years. He was a customer of mine before I started selling cars. What was it, when did you buy your first bike? I was parts and service manager at Harley Davidson.
Well, I bought 2. Well, I was been going in and out of Harley Davidson for many years, you know what I'm saying, because I was talking to Marcus, which is a rep salesman there. Right. And I just was good friends with him and been going to the rallies and stuff. And me and my wife was having some issues, and then we was getting back together, and she said, hey, I want to get a bike. So I got 2 brand new bikes, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to, that year it was 2015, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, I don't want 2015, I want next year's bike.
Right.
So that's what I did. I bought 2 2016s. I bought a Street Glide and the 2016 Street Glide and a 2016 Street Softail Slim.
Right on. Now they bought those bikes from Marcus through the sales department, but then I helped them out with anything customization, service-wise, things like that. I was in the service department, so from 2015 till 2024, he's been a customer of mine, guys, and part of the Car Guy Jake family. I guess Harley Jake family back then, but the main difference is actually caring about the customer.
Even back then, you know what I'm saying. The difference when I went to the Harley Davidson shop, you know what I'm saying. You could tell that you were different. That's what I liked. Not only that you was former military, because I have a huge military following because my family's been in the military. I have a huge uncle that's retired. Well, he passed away now, but he was a major in the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? So you being in the military, I was like, man, I like this guy already, you know what I'm saying? And you just being straightforward and honest like you've always been to me, you know what I'm saying? It's huge influence, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we've become good friends like we are.
Exactly. It should be more than just a transaction with anybody. And not being from a small town in Georgia, that's what a lot of people have lost the sight in, is that there's an actual person. That's why a lot of times if I get an internet lead, people put in internet leads, I'll send them a video, and say, hey, look, it's a real person on this end of the line. I'm going to take care of them.
If we would do that, man, the world would probably. There's so much technology that allows us to do that, you know what I'm saying?
100%, buddy, 100%.
You just don't get it, you know what I'm saying?
Right on. So besides caring, because the bottom line is people can tell when you're just after a dollar bill, or they can tell when you're actually caring about them and what's best for them, So that being said, that's what the difference is for Billy as far as Car Guy Jake goes, is actually caring about the customer, building a relationship that's been 9 years, almost a decade long, and being there for you long after the sale, anytime, not just to help with motorcycle stuff back then, but anything he needed, which is going to lead me into our next conversation. So Billy's got an amazing story, guys. A lot of times you guys see me doing the motivational, inspirational, spiritual speeches and stuff on Facebook and all over, because I want to take what my experiences are and pass that on to other people, so maybe it can help somebody down the road. So Billy, I think, is got a story that could help somebody else. Back after he bought those bikes and everything, he ended up. Now, this is the story I know because I've known him for 9 years. Anything before that, obviously, I didn't. But my perception of it was, he had his own business. He was booming. He had all kinds of motorcycles and cars and, you know, friends and this and that and the other. And, you know, just the old cliche, when something bad happens, you know who your true friends are. They'll be revealed, because Billy actually got into a bad motorcycle accident, and he was hurt from it bad. He lost everything, you know. He's still physically affected by that. You know, he's facing disability things right now, you know, things like that. So Billy has really went through some struggles, you know, and, you know, at any capacity I was there for him, you know, but you could see that people just dropped off left and right, you know.
Like flies. When they all go.
When the fun and the money leaves, so do the friends, you know. So do the hangarounds. I'll call them hangarounds, not even friends at that point, because they were just hanging around as long as you had fun and money.
As long as I had fun and money, they were hanging out. You know,
they weren't true friends that
they were not true
pick
friends.
up the phone in the middle of the night and, you know, go drink a cup of coffee or try to help you guide through some of the anger issues and some of the things that you've had, you know. You just want to tell us in your own words what you've had to go through and struggle with, Billy?
Well, you know, I had my motorcycle accident on March 23rd of 2017, which flatlined me 3 times, you know what I'm saying, put me in a coma rehabilitation, you know what I'm saying. So I've been really just trying to better myself, stop having seizures, get my driver's license back, you know, and just bettering myself, you know what I'm saying. And your motivation, well, at first what happened was I had this girlfriend, and she left me right after I got out of the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Which is no big deal. She was super younger than I was.
Yep.
So it wasn't a big deal, you know what I'm saying? People act like it hurt me. It didn't hurt me, you know what I'm saying? I expected her to leave anyways. She told me she was moving out of my house. But anyways, it's a whole nother story.
Right.
So, with that being said, right after she left, my best friend died in a motorcycle accident. That just crushed me, you know what I'm saying? Just really put me down. My mental game was all messed up. I was thinking about offing myself. And then my biological father passed away. Shortly after that, my grandma called my mom and said, hey, I need him to come up to the hospital, to the funeral, whatever, and verify his body, because only he can do it. So me and my dad's not really biological fathers, not really talking wise, you know what I'm saying? So my mom said he'd be up there, so I went up there because it's my mom. She does everything for me. And my grandma was up there, and I wanted to see her. I hadn't seen her in a while, so I go up there, and she's all crying and upset because of her son, you know what I'm saying? Even though he wasn't the best son, he's still her son, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
She's crying and bawling upset. I'm saying, sorry, Brittany, is there anything I can do for you? She said, yeah.
So you went to the hospital, your grandma was there.
I went to it was like a funeral home or whatever. So I went there, verified his body, and she goes, and she's bawling, crying. I said, Granny, I know you're upset. It's your son, you know what I'm saying? Me and him's not really close. She said, I know y'all not close, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to bring you up here to do this, but I didn't have a choice. I said, I understand that. I said, you're upset. Is there anything I can do for you? She said, yes, you can go to church with me on Sunday. I said, yes, ma'am, I'll be there. So what did I do? Packed up my Sunday clothes and I went to church, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Grandma, that's what you do, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you do.
So I went to church with grandma. It's the best thing that ever did for me, because I stopped thinking about killing myself. I started thinking about Jesus again and started, you know, got me out of my funk, you know what I'm saying? Right. About the same time, my uncle had come in from Indonesia, the one I told you that died, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, hey, you're not sitting at this house no more. I got a ton of work for you to do. We're going to work. So he got me into doing remodeling stuff. And about the same time, I got my insurance. I got my money from my Social Security money. So I put a new roof on my house, and just stuff just kind of domino effect.
Started going into place.
Because I think God had, you know,
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ. You know, I think it's just a domino effect. Here's Jesus said, bam, here I am again. You know what I'm saying? Just falling, but here I am. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's been getting better ever since. You know what I'm saying? So here I am, watching your videos. You know what I'm saying? Motivation me, you know what I'm saying, so much. So.
Absolutely, and
just great things. You know
and we make it no mistake. We're Christians.
Oh,
and the biggest thing too is what a lot of people don't realize when they either come back to the fold or whenever they first enter the fold. You're a baby.
Well, don't get me wrong. Like, I grew up in church. You know what I'm saying? And I was not a church goer, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to church. I started smoking dope when I was young, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to church, and I got married, went to prison, you know what I'm saying? I did a bunch of stuff. I went through a bunch of stuff in my life. I went to prison, got out of prison, got married, my wife left me, you know what I'm saying? Spent 5 years trying to get her back, you know what I'm saying? And then still, you know what I'm saying? I still believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even through all this stuff, I know that He's got me. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
No doubt in my mind, this man has got me. And He's done so much for me already. You know, why wouldn't He have me? You know what I'm saying? So,
Cool.
just
Right on. So, that's Billy, guys. Billy Wilder's been through a lot in his life. I wanted to ask him, of course, about the difference in Car Guy Jake, but then just let him share a little bit about his story and what he's been through and where he's at now. Billy, anything that you would pass on to someone in here that, like one little nugget that has helped you through, like one little thing or one little Bible verse or whatever?
I don't really know any Bible verses, but one thing I told my grandpa has always told me: can't never could.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Can't never could. So if you just say I can't do this and I can't do it, how are you going to try? How are you going to know if you just don't try? You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. Can't
you know
never could
can't
do
never
nothing
could, you know what I'm saying?
until he tried.
That was just a great thing my grandpa told me, and it hit me so hard. You know what I'm saying? I just got my kids up. My son lives that line. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I think it's a great way to live your life. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, you never could. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with me. Billy's amazing story, guys. You're gonna be able to see this on my YouTube channel. But just recapping real quick, I tell people all the time, come experience the difference with Car Guy Jake. For Billy, what is that difference?
It's the friendship you get, the compassion you get, that knowing that you're not just dealing with any old car salesman. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're getting more than a car salesman. You're getting a friendship, a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a transaction; it's more of a friendship. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right, a car guy for life, and it should be a relationship, not a transaction. Every time.
You want to come back. This is not going to be your only car you get.
Right,
You're going to come back and buy several more cars.
Absolutely.
Because trust me, I have bought, since I started buying cars when I was 18 years old. I think I bought my first one when I was 18. Actually bought it myself, you know what I'm saying? I have had many cars, you know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be your first car you buy. It's going to be a lot of cars you buy. You know
Exactly. So, and you want somebody that you can trust, somebody that you know's bought in on the relationship as well. Thank you again, Billy. I hope you have a great day, brother.
You too,
We'll
sir.
see you.
Enjoy.